this
Or
other
this
side.
one.
Yeah.
Lightning.
There we go.
There you go.
We got
I'm going to read this whole one, okay?
There we go.
That's a good one.
Lightning symbolizes the spark of life.
We're going.
Let's start over.
Good.
Lightning. Lightning symbolizes the spark of life and powers of fertilization.
We're on. Take one. Artocast.
Request, yeah. But.
All right, you're up.
Oh, check.
Sit
Testing.
down. You're the introducer.
Testing 1, 2.
1, 2. Welcome to Artocast.
We're back.
Episode
17.
17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Getting real.
we are. We're crazy real.
Real
How many
guests
followers?
even.
We got like 4 million followers.
4.
Oh fuck! I remember there was a follower that we got a trace on from Mars.
That's true.
There's
You
some
can feel
signal coming from Mars.
There's a
and they're
signal.
following us.
But we don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
That takes we'll be talking about forever down this rabbit hole. But yeah, thank you. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has been on this show.
Thankful to be alive
And
to get through those dark times there for a minute. And let's hope that everybody's just gonna make it. Because there's a lot of collective depression going around, but we come together to bring positivity.
That's
folks.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Even if we die doing it.
Yeah.
Even if-
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you for coming from Ogden. I mean, people that drive.
Yeah.
If it's
I didn't
Was
come
it hard
from
on you?
Ogden. But
you did. Well, you said.
She came from underneath the earth.
Oh,
Oh.
we got
She
someone
lives
from
in a
underneath
bunker.
there. Told you we're keeping it real. We're doing real things now in here.
I might have mentioned
No roof action.
Let's get to the point. Why don't you introduce our
Aaron.
guest?
That's Aaron. So Aaron,
Welcome.
Is like I said, we're keeping it real. Tons of art, and also an elementary school art teacher. So,
Perfect.
Yeah, so maybe I can learn something, but I gotta get to elementary school
You're
first.
You're incapable.
But anyway, let's get to the real deal.
Let's do it.
Aaron, everybody.
Perfect.
Yay! There we go. Now let's have fun.
Can I?
You can.
Right
Put
there.
it-
Right there.
Yeah, the old drum.
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, the apple juice looks good right there.
Does it not?
I love that. Fresh apple juice is my favorite.
Indeed. Oh.
So here we are. We're at the Baldwin Radio Factory. We're here for the Artocast. We're here with Aaron, and we just want to give some shout outs first off. Artocast on Instagram. I'm studio number 2 on Instagram. Please give us some of your hand. Do you have an art handle that you want to give a shout out to?
Art rocks with Miss Erin.
Okay. So we're gonna put
It does rock.
Yep, we'll put the hashtags up.
Art rocks.
We got to
She does
support
rock.
local art. We are here and doing Artocast because we are archiving artists. And so, okay, let's take it away, Aaron.
I'm here for the attention.
Yeah, there we go.
Justin Diaz.
She's me.
So I usually, like I said, I just do like a quick
All right.
a bio. So where were you born, or where'd you come from?
Salt Lake City,
Cool.
Utah, whole
Cool.
life.
Nice.
I've worked in the Tetons 2 different summers, but I've only lived in Salt Lake my whole life.
Nice.
I've only lived in 3 places my entire life.
Nice.
Isn't that weird? It's a
Yeah.
little weird. I'm 40, and I've only lived in 3 places my entire life. It's kind of bizarre in a way.
I think that's cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. So what high school did you go to?
Went to Highland High. Rams.
Sugar House. Shout out Sugar House.
Yes. Do everything wrong. Sugar
Yeah.
House.
Actually-
I'm glad I'm not from Sugar House. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah. So let's talk about art. How did you get into art?
My mom is an artist. And really, first though, it was my older brother Jason, because he would draw all the time.
Yeah.
He was like the first one in the
Picture
family
it.
to be like weird and go off the wall a little bit. So I'd always see him drawing funky, surreal drawings and be interested in weird cartoons, and got me way interested in drawing and being okay with things being just totally strange. And then my mom was getting her master's in art while I was getting my bachelor's in art.
Wow.
So, which was a lot of fun.
Where was she at?
I think we were both at the University of Utah.
Nice.
Yeah. She was getting her master's while I was getting my bachelor's while my parents were getting a divorce. It was a very strange time.
That sounds like spaghetti.
I mean, but spaghetti can be really tasty. I
Sometimes
feel
it
like
can
I'm
be
not wrong
tasty.
about that.
We need a recipe.
You gave me the recipe. Disastrous spaghetti.
So you were at the U, right?
Yes,
said-
I sure was.
So I know there's a long legacy of painters at the U.
Yeah, they had
Was there
academic
any professors
training.
that stuck out to you?
Oh man, there was so Kim Martinez painfully taught me. Did you go to the U?
No, I went to Westminster.
Oh, I don't want to bore you with.
I
Well,
dropped
just-
out. I dropped out. Then I'm a loser. Loser.
I mean, if it weren't for my parents, I don't know if I would have gone to college because there's so many other ways to learn now that
Yeah.
it's hard to justify it other than.
Plus, if you're an artist, you really don't even need to
Pardon
go
me.
to college.
So sorry, excuse me. Yeah, totally though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did love going. That being
Yeah.
said, because my dad was the vice president of the U for a long time,
Damn.
and also manager of the local PBS station. So I got some different. I did meet Mr.
PBS.
Rogers when I was younger.
Did you?
Yeah, I just jumped right into like my dad's cool, like me. But I mean, I met Neil deGrasse Tyson because of him, and he's just a great person. But that's why I ended up going to the U, which. Didn't exactly remember painters. Yeah, they're the
My
thing that was
favorite painter.
interesting-
We've had a shout outs to John Erickson. Johnny.
Yes, that's what I was
We
going
want
to
to
say.
get you on
John
here, Johnny.
Erickson, please.
Yeah.
He's awesome. You
Yeah.
have him?
He
No,
would be.
I know of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
Like I
there's
said,
just
I
so
went to
many
Westminster,
different-
so I.
It's like,
Yeah. But back when.
Westminster's great though.
Yeah,
but,
it was great. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just so many different classically trained. But it was nice because one of my teachers, Maya Chachava, she would have me just whatever, like be okay with messing up. Draw. Write words, turn the canvas, write backwards,
Yeah.
write ever. I'm gonna come. And then John, there was John Erickson and then a different John, but he would come up and just in the middle of a drawing class where you're drawing a model, just big splash of paint, like a big paintbrush.
Yeah.
It
was
pissed
probably
some people
John
off.
Erickson. That was probably John
That
Erickson.
one wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, it was, I just can't think of his last name right now. No, Erickson was great because he was engineer-minded, the string, like where you
Yeah.
put strings on the wall and make it all teach a one-point perspective. It took
Yeah.
years for his stuff to gel in my brain. It's still
Huh.
gelling. So he has that engineer artist mind.
And so you take it to the U, and what happened? And did you graduate?
Yes, and so I got I got my bachelor's in art, and then I was like, I need a regular job, so I was gonna either do landscaping or tutoring. So I was a tutor, and then I went on somehow from that to get my elementary education degree. So this is my 12th year teaching total. I started teaching kindergarten. So I was a tutor while I was in art, getting my art degree, and then I just became an elementary school teacher. So I taught kindergarten for 2 years, first grade for 6 years, and then art for 5 years to all elementary school kids. And this year I have 1,000 kids. Last year I had 1,400, which is just nuts, but I love them so much.
See,
And
like
what
a cool
grade
teacher.
did you say?
Kindergarten through 6th. I teach the entirety of an elementary school in West Valley, Title I
Nice.
school with 1,000-ish kiddos.
How much time do you spend teaching them art?
All day. Oh,
really?
wait, now during COVID times?
No, just in regular society time.
All
we
Do they come here?
we just came
They
up
come
with
to
a
your
new
desk
word.
and just like fiddle around.
Pre-
COVID
PC.
times? I know.
PC.
Seriously.
Or no, BC before COVID. The double
honestly-
BC before
Double
COVID.
B.
I've been, yeah, totally. BC and AC. Before COVID and after COVID.
BC.
What was the question?
Just like, what was it? Was it talking about
Probably
the kiddos?
you always
and-
teaching
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you teaching art? What's,
Oh yeah, I teach art all day. Like I have a lunch
Okay.
break and I teach about 150 kids a day. Is what I was
And it's
doing.
all art, like
All art.
one.
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Okay,
It is
cool,
it is
cool.
through the
You get-
Beverly Taylor Sorensen program, so it's integrated art, but also doing art for art's
Okay,
sake.
so
You
you're
get to
not
have all
like
the
doing,
supplies,
you're not doing
like-
the ABCs and the 1, 2 plus.
Not
fours.
anymore. I'm just art.
Cool,
I'm only
cool.
art now
Great,
because I
that's
got the grant program, and
That's
then
awesome.
now I'm getting my master's in art education, which I love. But which is
I
fun.
got a lot of mounts to that. Let's see if it works.
You got a lot of darn
I got a lot of mounts to that right there. What do you think
From the
it's
dang
going
old
to be?
mouse.
That's an ancient match, folks.
You should have saved it.
No, we got plenty.
There are
Okay.
several, but wasn't that a nice that
Yeah.
it does? That was a whole bunch of aerosol that I just sprayed on your couch. My brain thinks differently in COVID times, can I just say?
It's been a strange time. We can talk about that because...
Well, that's what I think.
I was telling my buddy the other day, I was telling my buddy the other day, if you don't die or somebody you know dies and you look back, this is one of the weirdest times I've ever experienced in my whole life.
100%. I have hand sanitizer in my pocket at all times. And I know that point is mute because I've never been a germaphobe, ever. But I wavered so hard coming back and forth because there's friends I haven't even seen in 2 months. And I'm like, but I'm going to go hang out with these awesome people that I haven't met before. But it's just, I feel, totally.
I've been on lockdown. I was in lockdown. I lost my job. I've been on lockdown since the beginning of March.
Right.
So I locked down.
But then it's hard to even know because I go to the park and my shoes have been all through the park and I'm sitting in the grass. And then it's then you go on that whole thing of mail.
That's so much paranoia.
It's uncomfortable.
If you can't just live, then what's the purpose
of
being
alive? I do understand that, but I also feel
we did take a break.
That it's good to maybe pause it out a little bit because, a friend of mine just got it and he had a ventilator and he was in the newspaper today.
How old?
He's 44.
Preconditions?
He's got a lot of preconditions for sure, but he...
I don't want to go into the COVID shit because
I know.
There's so many sidewall fucking...
I know, and I don't want to necessarily, and pardon my language, I didn't mean this word.
It's fine.
I teach elementary school.
No, it's fine.
But anyway, I just figured as far as archival stuff.
Yeah, but you get to take advantage of the school supplies. You have a budget for all that, and your whole room is...
Yeah.
At school is...
my mom was a teacher. My mom was a teacher, but she also, on the sidelines, put a lot of her own money into supplies.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean?
Especially at first, I still do.
She just loved teaching her kids. She's just I want to give these kids this thing to learn from, She'd go buy some shit. And it'd be I bought this shit, I mean, she never was about it. It was just...
Yeah, well, and taking lamination home to cut it. Did you see a lot of lamination in her grading at home? What grade did she teach?
She actually was a resource teacher.
That's also a lot of work. Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was a resource kid.
Shout
out to resource kids. I was resource.
I like the flying resource.
No, resource was a real thing. I don't even know if it exists anymore.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just go. I need something easier.
Yeah, I need some resource. I don't want to take the class with all these other people. They're boring. I want to be some wackos. Resource.
I want to meet some interesting people.
I want to meet people that don't roll their R's. They can say Rick instead of Rick.
Rick or Richard?
Yeah. Better. So you get out of college, and do you immediately start teaching, or?
No, because I was a tutor at the time that I was working on my education degree, but then I've been teaching art for 5 years, and so I have been, I'm working on finishing up my degree whilst teaching. Yeah.
Cool. That's dope.
I love it. I love art, and I really have realized that I love working with kids. I really love working with kids. They fill up my battery. There have been times where I'm like, I don't want to go to work on Monday. Then I'll go, I work in a reload, which is in a trailer. And then I'll go there, and these kids at recess I hear pitter-patter of feet thinking kids are going to go run by me. They're running to me to give me a hug. 3 kids deep.
They're soaking it up.
I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. And that just really fills my battery up. They are wonderful little humans, and I miss them too.
I think art, to me, art represents the true path to self-entertainment. We see a lot of kids and the power of suggestion using video games and social media even does it to everybody.
Yeah.
Especially at a young age, it's pretty detrimental. But art is a path to pure freedom in my mind.
Certainly should
to be free.
Some kids are so
to not
obsessed
even
with
care about anything, but you're like,
For
I want to fucking draw something.
I truly believe if used correctly, it is exactly that. But some people get way too. Do you know that most adults are scared of art? Legitimately, I'm sure you probably know
people
this.
come through here all the time.
And art show.
I don't know how to draw. I'm like, you actually do know how to draw. I'll tell you how to draw.
What is the one thing that adults say to you when they say, I can't even draw a... what do they say? Do they often say something to you like,
No, they say, I can't draw.
I can't even draw.
Yeah, I can't. It's mostly drawing. It's like, I can't even draw. I'm
I can't even draw a stick
actually,
figure.
everybody is an artist. And I don't want to delete this part. I don't want the secret out. I don't want everybody to know that you could be an artist.
This is exactly the secret that I want to plug in. Yeah,
I know.
I'm joking.
I know.
Don't let the secret out. Like I'm the new Tony Robbins. Shh. Art! I'll be before a stadium, millions of people like waving. Nah. Okay, so you get into that and you're teaching. Let's talk a little bit about your own personal art. What do you strive for? What style are you looking for? I really haven't seen. I mean, you've given us some dope gifts and stuff, but what kind of art do you do? Do you have any examples of what kind of art you do?
I was gonna bring a mask I made, but
okay,
I didn't.
I'll put it all.
But I've got several pictures of.
You'll see it at the end.
So what are you working on? What kind of medium are you drawing?
Right now,
are you
unfortunately,
sculpting?
the main thing is working on my yard right now. But I love it. I am. I'm like,
We all are.
That's new.
That's I'm doing.
It's the
Holy
garden
cow.
Right?
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Planted
The
some
garden
trees. It was
boom
pretty.
of the 2020s.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's crazy,
Go
and
down that
I'm
path.
right there with. I still think like they're gonna die any day, and I'm like, they're actually sprouting.
Yeah.
Like this is growing. And I was really excited.
It's next
Sorry
level.
about that really high decibel.
No, you're good.
No, that's next level.
But it's fun. But what I love, I've done some performance art, but I will always wear a mask because there's this weird shame with like, I know performance art is weird and performing is uncomfortable, so I'll at least do it in a mask. They usually sound cooler than they are at the time. Like, we went to Boston and I wore a mask I called the Dream Mask, where I was reading out of my dream journal on a loop pedal over and over and over again, which sounds really great. It wasn't a good performance.
Yeah.
I sound like it was more like something that belonged in the office where it's like,
It's so bad.
oh no, what is she doing?
You had a mask.
Oh, it's performance art, but we're forced.
Someone want me to wear a mask.
Somebody wanted me to wear a mask.
The mask did not fit. I was able to buy a piece of beechwood from your local apothecary.
Little pieces of beechwood. Pieces of beechwood.
Yeah. So you're not working on any personal
You're
art
welcome.
projects
Well,
like
I
you?
am.
welcome.
Actually, I've got a few different things going on. So I, no, not as much as I should. I do journal and sort of draw a lot.
Okay.
But it's a lot of sort of fretting about what I need to be teaching kids. But I'm going to be making, my friend Asher owns a really awesome workplace studio for steel. He does steel work, so he does steel and wood and then all sorts of other stuff. But you know those whirly gigs where you go funk and the thing goes and stops and then you go like that?
Yeah. Like it's almost like a wind. It's like a wind thing too.
Yeah.
Like
So
it could
he
work in the
was
wind.
like, let's make a wind thing out of that. It was a toy I bought at the book fair during SCP times. They had a book fair, and I'm that kid that still
Back
has
when
like
people
the
used to be able to hang out.
People used to be able to be in close
We're actually robots right now.
Yeah.
We already reveal
Right.
Love it.
That's crazy.
So we're making a giant one of those, and I like really surreal stuff. That I usually have a difficult time talking about my work. To me, that's something that speaks with me is often color composition, all the elements of art. But I really do like just the main feel of it.
So are you more of an interactive 3D kind of dimensional artist?
I'm usually
rather
2D.
than like me, I consider myself a surface artist. Like it's a canvas.
I'm generally
There's
surface,
a vision.
but
There's a painting on it,
yeah.
and you look at it. If you like it, you buy it. To me, it sounds like you're a little bit more interactive.
I would just say mixed media. I do prefer interactive. That's been my favorite thing so far.
Cool.
One time I had this mask that I wore in one performance and I hung it up with the lamp. It was an Opposition Gallery series at the Impact Hub. Did you guys ever go to that?
No. No, that one. Shout out.
I think they're done
Impact
now.
Hub.
Yeah, they did.
If you're done, we remember you.
Yeah.
We archived you.
What is coming back?
But I just had little boxes of questions for people to answer, kind of a word association of first thing that comes to your mind with.
Yeah.
So and they would tie on the little shipping tags. Anyway, I like interactive stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I dig that.
I do love drawing and painting and charcoal and mixed media. I like all media, and I want to make animation.
I really want to get into animation too.
Yeah.
I've got some ideas that would rock the world, but
I believe it, and
I'm not Einstein yet.
I mean,
close.
you know,
Close. Not
you could
quite
get
that close.
there. Probably in the same room, or at least building.
You know.
Nearby.
In the same room.
So let's talk about like what you brought some gifts today. You had something in a bag.
Oh, I do. I mean, these are even.
We got
Have all your
beechwood.
goods.
Yeah.
We got beechwood here. This shit is.
I'm glad
You did that.
Yeah. These are strange little. Do you guys remember Zim's? It was an art store on Main Street.
Sounds very familiar.
What is that? I like that.
Because you like a golden retriever, sweet puppy dogs. Do you want this? I brought each of you in.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Zim, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's stuck in
We're
your
talking
throat.
Murray? Was it in
Look
Murray?
at that little thing.
They had one in Murray. They had one
But
in
it was
Murray.
called
Zim's.
Jobber's Odd Lot.
Jobber's Odd Lot is a place I used to get my favorite little stuffed monkey.
Little squirrel.
Shout out Jobber's Odd Lot.
Jobber's Odd Lot was my favorite store as a kid. I absolutely loved that store.
Squirrels.
You guys each get one of these naked baby
What?
monkeys.
Hell yeah.
Naked baby monkey?
Let me see. That's a full one? What the?
What?
What is a full?
Oh, so I like to hide these things around town because it's fun for. How often do you love, like, if you find a treasure? I have a weird thing going on in my voice.
It's okay.
You should fucking.
But when
you
you-
should like. You should glue or epoxy
You
one
should.
of
Those
these
are
to
yours.
that,
That's yours.
and then
those
put
are
a
yours.
note on the head that says "push down" so people push on it.
So it's an interactive. See,
Yeah.
this is collaboration at its finest, ladies and
Sorry, I
gentlemen.
can't.
Ladies and
There we go. There we go. I got on the spot.
Good. I like
got
this
him.
little squirrel.
Guys,
Give me that. You can keep this in your hand and like not. People
But
like,
there's one
where,
for each finger.
where did you do that?
What?
No, they like.
Do you want me to keep these?
Yeah, these are all gifts that you guys can split up.
What
later.
is that?
It's little, they're weird little doll parts, because everything was so cheap, and Zim's was closing down.
This is cool.
And so...
You said they're closed?
No, I have tons. Believe me, I've been sending people
You can put
packages
these
like
in your
this
hand and
because
like no one's gonna know where
it
the sound's
brings
coming.
you joy. Yes, because also, what if you just, I know I'm getting my COVID germs all over, but you can
It's
just, like, put it somewhere
Boobs
you
don't
want.
have COVID. Boobs don't have COVID.
You're actually, I feel you. Over there.
That's the only thing that's on limits. That's
That's
not off
like,
limits.
you get
Cute.
you got a little
Good
squirrel.
old fashioned googly eyes.
What is that?
Half the bag is gone.
That's cool.
Ooh, I gotta put one of those on my guitar.
Oh wait,
bass. Do they
this is
have
the best
sticky?
one. You guys
Do
each
they have
can
sticky
tap
on
one of
them?
these.
What is it? Oh my.
No, because they're.
You don't have to give us
No,
this
I really do have a lot of these things in my house, and the reason I have so many is
These
I
are
really
badass.
like to give them to people.
What?
I'm running down to just my stash where it's like, oh, that's mine. But I love sending out like packages and just,
I like this little thing. This is good table stuff.
yeah, it's good table stuff.
Beautiful table stuff.
Beautiful time.
This is great.
I'm not kidding with you.
I
I like
just fell in
to bring
love
you
with you.
gifts.
I just fell in love with you.
You're the best.
Thank
Will
you.
you marry me
I will marry you.
tomorrow?
Yes.
Thank you for falling in love with me.
Thank you very
I gotta
much.
figure out how to put this
You're what?
back.
I do love you.
Put pop on noses.
What are you doing?
Pop on noses. I have, you guys, it's absurd how much of this stuff I have.
Where'd
in
you
my
find
house.
this? Oh, this is
And pop on eyes. You can pop them on whatever you want to pop on. If you want to make yourself a little masky too, put on the pop on dog nosies.
Or like anyway.
And here's an extra bag.
What?
You can put those things in.
That's some badass eyes.
Yeah, aren't they?
Why would you?
Those ones, I was, because I used to glue them around. They're still, you
I'm having
know,
flashbacks. Cut this scene.
Very nice. Oh my. If I worked at a desk again.
they're fun. How fun
At
would it
home.
be to make
No,
a
this
big,
is
a
like-
big one of those?
Get two of those.
Yeah.
I like this thing. I don't know.
It's
Ooh,
fun.
baby head.
It's nothing short of
This-
a
no,
good,
it's-
delightful time.
This is instead of what do they call those fidget spinners?
Uh-huh. Oh, Oh yeah, I've
Yeah,
always been
this
a
is
fidgeter, so this all makes a lot of sense.
This
to
is
me.
better.
I feel like, oh shit, no!
Monkey!
Make it more,
I feel like I just had like a Christmas, like a spring
This
Christmas.
is a good Christmas.
Merry Spring Christmas.
This is.
I've also brought you frankincense.
My mom used to get.
Oh, I was gonna say I have some myrrh from there, frankincense.
Oh, nice. I smell it. I haven't ever smelled it in an oil.
Yeah, it's from the. I think it's from the same apothecary.
Good. That does smell very nice.
Yeah.
I've just always liked candles and incense and burning stuff, so there's something about
Yep.
that whole bit.
Heck yeah.
And then I did bring a book
That one
with,
there? Or a different one?
well, just in case we didn't know what to talk about.
Gifts you've already blown our mind.
Well, and this is mine, but it's a dictionary of symbols, and we can do it sort of like a, oops, sorry.
Divination.
Yeah, tell me when to stop.
Right now.
Okay, and then tell me when to stop.
Finger on about the lower last paragraph.
Okay. Reason he may divorce her.
That's good. That's fine.
What? Okay, I'll start at the beginning.
That's fine.
The word is earth,
Ooh.
and that last is your wives are like fields for you. From the Quran. What the
From the
hell? Male phallus. Let's see. Harvesting seed. That's weird.
We harvest seed.
You do.
I'm not harvest seed.
You don't need to hold
harvest.
on to that.
It's there to say
Let
you
that
can.
go.
It's just
Just
saying
kidding.
you're
Yeah.
able to harvest seed if
For
you like
sure.
to.
Yes.
There's a
Well, and I'm
seed.
actually honestly.
Yeah.
So it's just the case.
Yeah.
Very symbols.
Female energy.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of
We
fun.
got the energy,
Yeah.
but it's a day and age where there's no male and female.
Easy, Eddie.
Well, that's what they say. I don't know.
Okay, ready?
We're not going down.
Well, there's an energy.
That rabbit hole stuff will grab us.
That's a rabbit hole.
Right now,
Oh.
now, that paragraph is split at the bottom.
Here?
Whoa, there's.
Other
Or this
side.
one.
Yeah.
Lightning.
There we go.
There you go.
We got.
I'm gonna read this whole one, okay?
There we go.
That's a good one.
Lightning symbolizes the spark of life.
We're going
Let's start over.
This is good.
Lightning. Lightning symbolizes the spark of life and powers of fertilization. It is fire from heaven, vastly powerful and terrifyingly swift, which may be either life-giving or death-dealing. The Hebrew word used in the creation story might be translated either as light or as lightning. Lightning has been compared with seminal ejaculation. Oh, goodness gracious. Symbolizing God's virulent action in creation. There, if I do it in that voice, it just makes
I
it
down with the
awkward.
voice.
Just kidding.
It makes it cool.
To make it on. Australian Aboriginal mythology is more explicit in stating that lightning is a tumescent penis. I didn't know what I was going to read. I'm sorry.
You were prepared
All
to
of
read
this is
those
under-
That was
penis
good.
words.
It's
and-
called divination, folks.
It's called the divination.
Yeah.
I don't feel awkward. Why would you? Do you feel awkward? I don't.
No.
No.
Maybe not. According to the Ajkarangdaminchiki myth, studied by Giza Rahim, lightning and bull roar are the erect penis of the son who is to be killed by his father. Is this like the Freudian dictionary of
Yeah.
symbols?
There's some weird shit
For
going on.
real,
Now we're going.
There's like some, yeah.
Yeah, we're going there.
We might have to, she might be a part of a
Yeah.
Joe Biden sex club.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm just joking.
What do you mean?
JB.
Yo, you know my boy
JB.
You know my boy Donald Trump. They're both on a thump. They're both white boys playing with toys. I'm money in our taxes.
Money in a Texas.
Money on our taxes.
Put
That's a good
new
song.
wicks in our waxes.
Do you know who Scott Nope is? You should have him on here.
All right,
We'll get him.
Hit him up.
He's
Kato's the
I've got
producer,
his
so
socials.
everything goes through him.
Yeah.
He's
I heard
great.
it.
I got
Yeah.
this shirt, which
Yeah, I thought that was
also,
our show on your shirt.
It's in the living room, in the studio,
Yeah.
and it was at a local hip hop show. I was
There
gonna
we
wear
go. Cool.
I gotta
not
remember that guy.
recommended,
Yeah.
a different shirt, but I was like, this one's perfect. Because the studio looks
you look great. Yeah, you're beautiful. That's off record.
But this is from thank you, appreciate that.
God, what are you doing tonight?
Oh God.
So just we'll edit this. We're gonna edit this. So I just want to say, I always use this question: your art and who you are. What do you see the future of art becoming, and where do you see yourself, or where do you see art going?
Art in general or my art?
Your art or art in general?
Okay, my art in particular, I want to do it more frequently, make it more of a habit. So it's something that I would like to form as a habit. That's just a logistic of where it ought to be in my life.
Yeah.
I also want to do more, in the master's program we're learning a lot about just creativity in general, but also community-based learning and engagement and collaboration and murals and different things that really can alter and change and impact a community for the better, because people feel a sense of pride that they've become a part of something. So I really want to do that, and a lot of the podcasts I've been listening to, it's sort of like letting go of ownership, combined with the stuff I've been reading about in my program is letting go of ownership and the preciousness of a piece, like really just
that
to
sounds
create.
like letting go of the ego.
It is indeed all of the same.
Yeah.
So just to it's the same thing, process over product.
Yeah.
And that's with business or art or experience or whatever it may be, process over product. Our memories change over time anyway. But anyway.
Our perception changes over time too.
That indeed.
The way we remember something, and the older we get, the more distorted it could get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're still youngins. We're all still youngins right here.
Yeah, when did y'all... I graduated in 98.
High school?
Yeah.
95!
95.
Yeah. This guy graduated in 77.
77.
The year I was born. Do you have any questions? Let's cap this off. We don't want to sit here.
Well, you can sit here. It's all interesting.
Oh, but I also want to do cartoons and voiceover and just more art.
You do good voiceovers right now.
Voiceover is something I want to do. Like I want to do.
I've got some ideas, and we'll talk about that off camera for a minute. But then we'll come back and we'll have another interview with you.
Yeah,
because we're planning on part 2. So we're just getting to know artists. And then we're going to plug in artists, and we're going to come up with ideas.
Costume change.
Oh yeah, you're coming for the big party.
Yeah. So I just want to kind of cut it off.
Yeah, you will.
Cut.
Yeah, but what about goodbyes?
Goodbye.
Hashtags.
Anything you want to say?
Studio number 2.
I'd like to say thank you.
You should
thank you so much.
Studio number 2. It's like
that's
two
it.
different 2.
Hashtag 2. No, thank you very much, everybody.
I've never been able to.
2.
That's 2.
Thanks for playing around today. Thank you. What?
That's just not.
That's cataracts. Can you give me the top and
navigation and navigation and nothing each an hour later. One is to see this broke down on the side. And scream in my hood bag in the back of the car. Really, down. That's what it is.